Hello. Welcome to episode number 111 of Minnows to Kings, where we are starting our season 15, I want to say. I'm not quite sure what season we're on. That would be a good start to the episode, wasn't it? We're on 14 or 15, aren't we? 15. We're on 15. I've just looked it up there. We are on 15. It's currently the 21st of October. In real life, obviously not in the game. The beta for FM23 was released yesterday. Now, I'm planning on doing a long-term save for FM23, so... and I don't want to start a long-term save when the game's in beta. And I don't really have the time to sort of do like a beta save, a 4 or 5 season beta save. I just don't have that time. So what I'm intending to do... is wait for the release of the full game, which is on the 8th of November. So 2 weeks time, just over 2 weeks time, and then start my long-term save. So basically, in terms of episodes, we're going to start winding up the Cosmos one. And what I might do is I might just do like season reviews, you know, going forward, starting at like next season. I might just do season reviews. I just keep updating, you know, I could probably play through a season in a day, maybe, obviously depending on my time scale. Just record the one video as a season review. We can go through all the transfers, all the Champions League stuff, review the season, and stuff like that, just so I can get the save finished on YouTube. I know there's some of you out there who are still working your way through this save, and thank you for that. And then once the full release of FM23 is out, I want to get into my long-term save. And believe me, it's not going to be... I'm not going to do a build the nation. Not in FM23. I'm going to do a bit of a journey, man. And I'll go through that, obviously, when I do get into FM23. But it's going to be quite a long save. And I'm going to give myself basically the full year to get through it. But today, we are going to go through Season 15 like we normally do. That's fine. We're going to do that like we normally do. Next season, I may start doing the season reviews, basically, just to get through, to try and get the San Marino League to where it should be. So let's get into it. The San Marino League, as it stands, is currently the 47th highest rated league in Europe. I'm sure we went over that at the end of the last season, which I believe we did. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get into transfers. There's a few 16-year-olds obviously joining. I've got a few bids in, a few players joining. Lots of bids rejected for players. As you can see here, Iryashev, Ricky North, Alfie Moon, Byron Foster. You know, it's just been non-stop bids coming in for players. We have signed a few. There's a few also gone out. If we have a look date-wise, there's a few gone on loan. We've got an affiliate now, by the way, as well. It's Rimini in Italian Serie C. I know the idea is to loan these players to other clubs in San Marino, but some of them just weren't taking them, stuff like that. Jeremiah Alfonso, long-time servant of the club, been here 4 years. I say long time. We paid $5.5 million for him. He's done really well for us, you know, but he was unhappy. There was players ahead of him, although I am actually missing him now that he's gone. But he's gone back home to Argentina. We sold him on to San Lorenzo for £4 million. You can see he's actually started off really, really, really well in Argentina, in the Premier Division as well. 2 player of the matches, 2 assists, a goal, 7.66 average rating. So Alfonso's gone. These are all loans to San Marise teams. Maurice Leader has left. He's gone to Wiesbaden, who I believe are Austrian. No, they're actually German. So another one who was unhappy. Alfaro's also gone. He's gone on a free. Wouldn't sign a new contract with us. So he's gone to Verona. And we've also lost the reserve goalkeeper, basically, Ole Gunnar Trunsdal. He's gone to AJ Ajaccio. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Again, another one who didn't want to sign a contract. In terms of the ins, we've brought this young Portuguese man here in. He's in the under-20 squad. free transfer basically from Costa Brava in Spain. He's got a bit of potential, that's more again for loaning out. Marius Lorenz is a centre half. He's quite decent. We paid £7 million for him from Hertha Berlin. He's played okay the season before last. Hertha Berlin, he only played 7 games. He's not played a lot of football in the last 5 years. So he's come in as sort of like a rotational option. He's got great jumping reach. He's resolute. He stays back at all times as well. Sort of stuff that you want for a central defender. 6'2", good marking, good tackling, decent position. His heading, for somebody who's got 17 jump reach, his heading's really, really poor. But good concentration, bravery, okay pace. So he is a rotation option at centre half. The next man to come in is Jack Jone from VDG in Brazil, £10.5 million. He is the new left back because Mr. Casanova is kicking up one hell of a fuss because some clubs have come in for him and I wouldn't let him leave. But I think Jone he's better going forward, and bear in mind we play with our wing backs on attack. He's better defending as well. He's more physical. He's not quite as quick as Jorge. Mental and aerial, technically, he's not quite as good as well. But he's also an excellent free kick taker. But he's got really, really good mentals. His mentals are crazy compared to Jorge here. Physical's sort of about the same. It's more the jumping reach that really lets this side of this down. But I'm fine with that for a wing back. He's agile, he's quick. Again, not quite as quick as Jorge, but he's a decent player. £10.5 million, 20 years old. Mr. Casanova, as I've alluded to there. I'm not. In fact, I don't even think I've registered him for the. He's showing us registered there, but there are bids coming in for him, and I've listed him for £8 million, I believe. That might be a bit of an error. But I've decided just not to not pander to him, just to get him going. I paid £350,000 for him. He's been here a season. In fact, do you know what? I'm gonna see if we get any bites at the 8 million. So there's not been a lot of ins really. Not been a lot of ins. I was in the process of selling Mitch Harrison, but then I realised that I lost Sevilla on loan last season. I've lost Alfonso this season, and I sat and I had a look at him and I thought, I've paid the money for it. Look, he likes big matches. He's consistent. If we have a look at his attributes for what role have I got him in here in the squad? I've got him as the advanced playmaker. So attribute-wise, for an advanced playmaker on attack, he's actually got some really good attributes for that position. His teamwork is the only real one that lets him down. So I've decided to keep hold of him. He was £7.5 million. He was on his way to Trabzonspor, I believe, in Turkey. And at the last minute, I changed my mind, and I've got him training as this midfield centre. I think he should be fine playing there, and he's got the ability to be that advanced playmaker on attack in the centre of that midfield. Runs with ball, he's got okay dribbling, gets into the opposition area, that's great. Tries killer balls, which dictates tempo, playmaker sort of stuff. Looks for the pass rather than attempt to score. So I've kept Mitch on. I've kept him, and he is going to be, like I say, the new advanced playmaker. So in terms of how the lineup for this season is going to be, it's very similar. I've not really bought a lot of players in, and I didn't really want to. I didn't want to spend money just for the sake of spending money. We've got Ilya Debata now. He's registered. He's in the squad. He's really, really, really good. Attribute-wise, he's fantastic. And I actually have been playing him, I believe, as the pressing forward, and he's really, really good. Compare him to Cirillo. He's just a massive improvement. He's the same age as well. So Cirillo is now becoming more, as it says there, a fringe player. And you can see that Ilya Debata is actually an important player. So he's been rotating in and out the squad with Gata, who again has really, really impressed me. Gata's done well. You can see he's played 6 games, scored 4 goals, 3 assists so far in the Champions League qualifying. And then we've got our main man up front, 107 goals in the league now in 51 appearances. But I've got 4 good strikers, 5 if you include Byron Foster as well. And I've got Matteo Selva, or is it Marco Selva? Marco Selva. I've got 6 strikers who I can rotate in and out the squad, and I'm quite happy with that. Defensively, you know, we've got Hassan at the right back. I am short a right back now that the other fella's gone. I've forgotten his name. Memory's just gone. I'm short at right back. I do have Vidal though still here, still kicking about. So he's perfectly capable of playing in San Marino. But centre back cover, we've got Benavides, Nunez, we've got Lorenz now, we've got Amelsberger still. Midfield, we've got Ottaviani. In fact, I am short in midfield still. I've got Cabrera who can actually play in midfield as well. He's also a left back. Revolta's here, so we're not that short. Selva can sort of play as an attacking midfielder. So squad-wise, we're actually looking okay. The reputation finally increased. We're up to 3 stars, which is great. Absolutely great. And as soon as that did increase, I could increase the youth facilities. So the youth facilities are going up again. Financially, you can see that this season we are down. We're hovering at that 50 million. We do hemorrhage money still as a club, but I'm really pleased that went up. And now it's just a long slog to get the next half a star, which is going to be it's going to be painful. And that's something that I'm going to do. I've got 2 laptops, so what I'm going to do is while I'm doing the Football Manager 23 stuff as well, if I haven't got to the point where I want to with this save, I'm going to stick this on my other laptop. I'll transfer the save over. I can do that. I'm just going to sit there, play it on the other laptop while I'm recording some FM23 stuff, and then just release a season review, because I'd really like to actually finish this regardless of whether Football Manager 23 is out or not. In terms of qualifying though for the Champions League, you can see we actually played some friendlies this year because we've skipped a stage in the qualifying. We now come in at round 2, which is great. So we were Maccabi Haifa in the second qualifying round, a 5-1 win at home. Nunez, Ilya Debata and Marco Gatta with the goals. We then went to Israel, 2-1 win, an own goal, and Ilya Debata again with the goals. We then took on Djurgårdens in the next round, 1-0 win away from home. Byron Foster with a goal, 3-0. I didn't want to click on that. 3-0 in the next game at the Cosmos Stadium. Ilyashev, Benavides and Ramiro bagging the goals. It was then, now bear with me, it's not even going to show me the full name there, Universitatea Craiova, Romanian team. We took on them, and it was a 6-1 win on aggregate, comfortable win at home. We actually had Hassan Saglam with a 10 rating there. I believe he got all 4 assists. He played really, really well. We've had bids come in for him as well, by the way. Some quite 19 million, I think I was offered for him. Obviously, turned it down. I like him. He's got room to. That doesn't say he's got room to improve, but that does. 19-year-old, and I really, really have to bear in mind the homegrown status for Europe. If we just have a quick look at homegrown status, you can see I've actually got Irishev, Cabrera, Nunez. And that's really it for like first team players. I've got obviously Vidal, Selva, Ottaviani. That's fine, and I've got a few who are due. Amelsberger these are due. I've got 3 due next season. Ignore for Kane Partridge, Ricky North, Amelsberger. That's fine. Casanova, obviously we know that Casanova is going to be leaving, but we've got Benavides and Saglam the year after, and Byron Foster as well. So it's really, really important that I do concentrate on that homegrown status stuff. But Jack Jones' potential is fantastic again for the 20-year-old. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the homegrown status, and he is on £23,500 a week as well. I think that actually makes him our 3rd highest earner. Ilya Debata, by the way, is on 34.5. So the last couple of seasons where I've kept that wage budget down, it's more than double, I think, for this season. But I'm still well within the budget. So that's a quick run through of the season, really. We did coefficients, stuff like that. We do have the draw for the Champions League today, though. The draw for the Champions League. The other 3 clubs in San Marino, by the way, did absolutely nothing in Europe. They're all out at the first stage. We are a 3rd seed again. There's some big teams in here. Although I don't know, look at coefficients. Besiktas on 48.5. I don't understand how these coefficients are working. But Man City is set Real Madrid second seeds now. The coefficients, I don't understand how they're working. We are third in the coefficients in seed 3 as well. Again, obviously, look, Athletic in Madrid in the fourth seeds with 18. They must have had a shocking run in Europe over the past few seasons. In fact, they weren't even in Europe last season. Or the season before, so I've got no idea what's actually happened to Atletico Madrid. So we'll draw all the first and second seeds, and then we'll put it on an automatic and let the suspense build. See where we're going to come out. Straight away, is there any groups that we would like? Any that we'd like to avoid? I would like this one. I think so far. I think that is so far is the weakest group. Definitely want to avoid that. Let's see, shall we? Hopefully we get Group B. We've missed Group A. That's good. We didn't get Group B. We're going to get D. No, we're not. No. Oh, we got Barcelona. We got Barcelona and RB Leipzig. Who's going to be the fourth seed? Who is going to be the fourth seed? I'd like Linfield, maybe. We could still get Linfield. We did get Linfield. Right. Group G, Barcelona, RB Leipzig, Cosmos and Linfield. So, again, Billy Gilmore. Again, I think, yes, we are. We're aiming for third in the group again. And this is exactly another reason why I want to sort of skip forward and just do season reviews, because this guy is immense for RB Leipzig. And we are... It's going to take me a few seasons to sort of get past teams like RB Leipzig, if you know what I mean. We just seem to be doing the same season over and over again at the minute. So at the end of this season, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the season reviews, getting prepared for FM23. I still need to work out stuff about the save I want to do. Yeah. So that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Next episode, of course, is we'll skip forward. We'll get the Champions League group scheduled. Every tough group is a tough group for us. We got the bids in for Jorge Casanova. Right, we're going to reject those two. I'm going to accept that one from Olympiacos, and I'm going to give Trabzonspor the ultimatum and reject their bid. If I can get £7.75 million for a player who I paid £350,000 for a year ago, and a 30% profit from next sale, I'm definitely taking that. Yeah, I'm going to take that. But thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Next episode is going to be the Champions League group. We start off with Leipzig, then Barcelona, then it's a Linfield doubleheader, Barcelona, and then we finish off away in Germany at Leipzig. So these two back-to-back games against Linfield is basically where our Champions League is made this season, and it's to get us into the Europa League again. So that's going to be next episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button for me. It does help me out, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best.